A dreamer at a spin fire. The NFT analyzer. Diving deep into projects. He's the crypto energizer. From mint coins to tokens. He's got all the intel. Web3 is a tree to show you where to excel. He's got the insights like a digital magician, unveiling secrets of the blockchain with precision. Wild stories from the web, he's always in the know. Crypto community, vibing where the treasures grow.
GM guys, oh man, we are back. Man, we're back to levels we haven't seen since 2024. Holy cow, man. You know, we're at a place where I think we could have pictured coming. Possible. You got the permabulls like me who thought maybe there's a chance we're never going to see that again. Hey, here we are. Here we are. Oh my God, the timeline's full of like just absolute like the definition of FUD. It's like it's that fear. It's the uncertainty that we may not have been right. It's the doubt that it ever comes back. It's all the things that I know we need, and I love it. It's looking and smelling great out there. And we got a lot further to fall. Probably. Maybe. We'll see. I think so. Don't care. Kevin, good to see you, man. Good morning. Moonship, what's up, man? Good morning. Hoods, good morning. Man, we have to connect later today. Hoods and I chatted about the mine thing yesterday. It stole his money. No, funny enough, too. Be careful. We'll get into mines here quickly. We have some, massive mine updates. Ethoswarm looking really interesting right now, guys. You probably saw announcements. We'll share more. What's up, Inverted? Damn, dude. Good to see you here. It's a nice freaking treat. What was I saying about mines? Look, we're gonna do best practices streams. Gonna get a game plan, really like formalized today and get you guys a schedule for that. But the mines are like, man, they're looking awesome. They're working awesome. Okay, keep in mind when you're using these mines, these AI agents, right? It is AI. They do hallucinate. They do, right? They do. So we got to go through best practices because in the case of Hoods yesterday, who sent his mind. Oh, by the way, Cats, good morning. I'm sorry. I feel like I missed that, and I never missed that. You know what I mean? But in the case of your mind, he hallucinated that he owned that wallet address. He didn't. We built another check now. We built a check. So a mind will never be able to do that again. It can't tell you a wallet address and say it owns it unless it definitely does. But it's a great problem to have, not you being out, whatever, and we'll make you a hole there. But it's a great problem to have that now we have a system in place that makes that preventable. It can never happen again, which is awesome. These things are going to grow so fast. They're going to get better so fast. It's so exciting behind the scenes, just what's going on and with who and how fast he literally did. It's like, it's like when I set my new one up to connect to Moltbook, it hallucinated the API key. So there we go. Cats, I wonder why, dude. You should be able to. You're going through the website, Cats? Because you should be able to have infinite. Like, there's no limit to them. What's up, BTC? Good morning, man. And tell you what, Cats, in the meantime, I'll send you another way you can get one. Because like we did over the weekend, a stream where you could email like this concierge mind and create one. I'll send you that because I want you to get a second. But the site should work. There was a little lag yesterday, too. We had like a few hour window where they weren't replying. Like, people are using these and we're getting a ton of people signing up and launching mines. It's very exciting. Very, very exciting. We'll get you as many as you want, Cats. So maybe it's that concierge that's having trouble. Try it through the website, Cats. If you've been doing both and it's still not working, let me know because I want to make sure that works for you. It should be working. And none of us like on the team have had that issue too. And I'm going through a personal account and my work one. So like, it's like, I'm trying to make sure I'm covering all angles. I'll look at that. I want to make sure it's good for you. All right, quickly. We're live on YouTube, X, Abstract, Kick. Keeping it simple today. Smash a like where you're watching. Come to YouTube. Subscribe over here. It's Crypto Slam over on this side. Like we've been doing this week. Probably a shorter stream. Little less packaged. Little less prep. Whatever. Follow us at Ethoswarm on X, and follow us at Crypto Slam IO also on X. Man, there's a couple really big stories today that we got to talk about. Of course, like first and foremost, it's Ethoswarm and its mines and it's who's using them and where I think they're going, where I'm positive they're going. But yes, we'll talk the market. We'll talk broader AI. And man, my timeline is full of people talking DeathStr, the new strategy token coming from the cyber Kongz, and it's incredible. And people are scared and they're in their feels. And there's a lot of people who are pissed about it. And there's a lot of voices out there that I respect, right? There's a few people out there I respect those takes. I respect their opinions. I respect their work, who've looked at DeathStr from CyberKongs and they love it. They think it's an interesting experiment, and I'm one of them, man. You know what I mean? Like I love what they're cooking right now. Luna, good morning. Thank you, man. Cats, it's crazy. I try and I can't make them shorter. Now they just keep going. You know what though? It's a good exercise because if I can do the stream in less prep and we can still have, a full hour of us like keeping up on everything and the vibes are there still, then that's the win. If I can save 2 to 3 hours a day, we still do an hour stream and all, right? Like perfect, right? Perfect. That's the best case scenario, is the show's not any shorter, but the prep's shorter. No, Kong totally different. I'm the same, Cats. I haven't touched it, but Kong gets you into like whitelist raffle stuff like that. Totally separate. Would have been cool if and it's something I'll chat with Henry about, and I'm sure they've thought about, if Kong gets you a multiplier on your vote, or Kong can offer you protection, against whatever. We'll get to that stuff. I think Kong should have more utility, but whatever. We'll get to that. Anyway, if you want to launch a mind, and you definitely should, they're free to try. Go to amind.ai. Click Get Started. Really easy process. Give it an email. You're going to get an email from our concierge mind. It's going to ask what you want. You just tell it natural language, as simple as you want. And all of a sudden, you have an AI agent. And I like to say like an agent with a heart, because they're really, really personal, right? Or I call them companions that are smart. Smartest companions I've ever seen. Whatever you want to call it. Your own, with no installs, no accounts, no nothing. Talk to it on email, soon on Telegram, soon, I believe, more places. Really, really cool. I mean, come on. This is probably just random, but whatever. I'm going to own it. I'll take it. Whatever. I did a quick Google trend search for mines and Mind, and what do you know? It's at a 3-month high. Is that from us? Is there something else people search mines for? I don't know, but I know behind the scenes, and I don't know how many searches get it to that level, but I know behind the scenes, there's a lot of things in motion, and a lot of people are looking at what we're doing. And you saw a little taste of that just last night. Incredible. Really, really exciting here. Okay, Animoca Brands tweeted out yesterday announcing a strategic partnership with Crypto Slam and Ethoswarm, which generates persistent AI minds with their own identity, memory, cognition, and they are launching their own version of it, like a white label version of it called Animoca Minds. I love this. Still powered by Ethoswarm, powered by the back end, running on our system. Pretty incredible. A new service that enables users to deploy and operate persistent AI agents. Again, people call them and use them however they want. They'll call them agents. They are agents. Powered by the Ethoswarm protocol, Animoca Minds leverages existing base frameworks to democratize access to the agentic web. Any non-technical user can deploy a sovereign, persistent AI agent. You know the deal. And they've launched it. They have a wait list open right now. It's animocaminds.ai. Feel free, log in or launch one there. If you've done it already on amind.ai or ethoswarm.ai, it's the same agents. Now they can have theirs personalized a little different way, right? They can have a concierge that's trained in the Animoca ecosystem, right? And I think this is targeting like the Japanese audience too, right? That is something behind the scenes we've kind of configured. Cutie, good morning, man. I can't wait till we can plug an AI, actually like a lot what Lurky's doing. I want to plug like an agent into the show that Cutie could do exactly what he did. Said he called 69K Bitcoin and you could just ask and it references it. It tells you the episode and the time. I need that, dude. And I can't imagine. I got to believe that's possible right now. Somehow plug an agent into this. I know like Lurky could do it. I don't know if you can plug it into live video streams yet, but that's not far off. And man, the second that's a thing, I'm using it. That is something that I hope that we could upgrade Ethoswarm to do too, right? Plug it into like an audio feed or a video stream and whatever, all that stuff. It's where everything's heading. So can't wait. Can't freaking wait. So Animoca Mines. Really, really, I mean, just so cool. And look, Yatsu tweeted about it also. So Animoca tweeted, and Yat tweeted, oh my God, dude. Andy. Badass. So good to see you, man. In Thailand, dude. It's like there's a couple guys, Andy I've known for years here, like one of the OG idiots, right? OG. But like some people here I think of as like a citizen of the world. That's definitely Andy. I think the Yank is that. It's Andy is that. Andy's a great freaking guy. It's good to see you, man. But yeah, Yat tweeted about mines as well, agentic mines. And he's just talking a lot about where things are going and how important OpenClaw is, right? ClaudeBot, OpenClaw. Not about Moltbook. Moltbook's cool, but it's not about that. It's about agents right now. It's about this big leveling up agents just did. It didn't happen right now, by the way. Like November of last year, I said, guys, wait till you see what's coming here because Gemini just got so good it changed LLMs for us, right? It's Gemini. It's Claude. Right? It's those things specifically that made AI so much better, empowering agents now, made agents so much better. That's what's so different. So Moltbook, great, fine, kind of a fad. OpenClaw and agents from here forward, it's a whole different world now. They're so much smarter. They're so much more capable. Different world now. We are finally there and just we are at 1999 of agents still and already. I mean, man, I'll say like last year for agents was probably like mid-90s, mid-90s internet. Nobody was using it really. Like nobody, people didn't use it. Late 90s, people were using it, but it was like so basic, right? We're at late 90s for agents. It's going to get super impressive. And very quickly, we're going to be at like the early 2000s of the internet. Very soon. We're right on the cusp of that. It's about to get much more exciting. Anyway, so Yat tweeted it out too. And they're putting the whole Animoca ecosystem, they're pointing all of them, the whole ecosystem now to Ethoswarm and their version of mines, Animoca Mines. I love it. And by the way, the whole thing behind the scenes, it's powered by Swarm. People, and especially normies, like, look, this is for normal people. It is. If you're a crypto bro or you're into prediction markets, you're into very technical stuff, it does that stuff and it does it very well. But we don't want just that, man. That's like the 1%. We want 100%. And this is for 100%. This is for everybody. It's so easy to use. You do it over email. Again, you do it over Telegram. So easy to use. Behind the scenes, normies are not going to pay with Swarm, right? They're not going to go find a DEX or go to virtuals, buy Swarm, connect to wallet. They're not going to do that. They're going to use a credit card. Behind the scenes, Swarm is purchased, Swarm is used for all of it. For all of it. It's crazy. And I'm not sure if people have caught on to that yet. In fact, I believe they haven't. I believe they haven't caught on at all about that, which is really, really exciting. Goon did. Gravity, good morning, man. Goon caught on. Goon gets it. I love this tweet, this post from Goon. So he saw it right on top. I don't think the virtuals community, like for the most part, has seen it. I've definitely seen some virtuals fam launching mines. Right? There's like tweets they'll send when they launch them. I've seen some, but broader virtuals ecosystem, have they caught on yet? I don't know, but they're probably paying attention to Goon. They're probably going to start noticing, and he's right. Teamed up with Ethoswarm. It's Animoca. Teamed up with Ethoswarm. Swarm's powering this thing. I don't know if people realize that yet. They will very soon. And I think a lot more people are about to hear about mines. A lot more. And it's through Animoca for sure, and it's through other things coming. I can't wait. MetaMask thinks bull position is worth 13 billion. Dude, I love that. I have a coin from... There's an Avalanche coin I forgot that's in my wallet that all of a sudden ballooned up to like 600K, and I can't get it out of my wallet. I think you can just hide it, right? I think they pulled liquidity from it, so it looks like it's worth 600,000, which was awesome for a minute there. Okay. Next week in Hong Kong, consensus. I mean, it's a big one, right? Consensus is huge. Animoca sponsoring it. Awesome. Not just that, though. They're hosting panel speeches, right? Yat's got a presentation talking about agentic AI. When Yat speaks, everybody's listening, right? When Yat speaks, like the whole event is in that room listening to his speech. Yat's going to be talking about agentic AI. I wonder if he's going to talk, like, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe going to talk about Ethoswarm and Animoca mines. Maybe going to talk about that there. I don't know. For me, makes sense. We'll see. We'll find out next week. But I'm just going to say a lot of people are going to be hearing about this. Behind the scenes are hearing about this. Behind the scenes, man, they're freaking loving it. Can't wait to show more. Can't wait. E-Rock, man, GM, Sir Billy, good morning. Holding steady or what? Yeah, we'll see. Hang on, we're going to get to that now. Anyway, try it for yourselves. Amind.ai. Really, really big announcements coming soon, too. So more to come. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. All right, we got some jobs data. January. 108,000 job cuts. It's not a good sign, man. Yeah, it's not a good sign. Not a good sign. The most to start the year since 2009. Yikes. Not great. In the crypto market, you saw E-Rock. 69K Bitcoin. I'm going to peek in a minute, see where we're at right now, but 100 million liquidated from the crypto market in the past 60 minutes. Now, that was a few hours ago. More by this time. I'm sure. More. It's not great, boys. Not great. Crypto markets have erased $1 trillion in market cap since January 14th. Brutal. I mean, just brutal. $1 trillion in 22 days. It's hard to remember another time like this. I'm even thinking back to the FTX collapse, and I wasn't looking at the numbers. I wasn't, right? Because it was over at that point. By the way, sentiment wasn't over. It wasn't over like it feels now. It wasn't the same. But I don't remember. To put it in context of what the market was like then, I don't remember. I don't. But $1 trillion right now in 22 days is wild. And probably going to get worse. We still have, like, right, when you're in a bear market, you still have, like, some casualties of the market, right? We'll have our FTX. We'll have something that fails and something that breaks, and we haven't had it yet, I don't think. 1010, sure. But I think there's something else that still's due that's FTX-y. You know what I mean? Is it the DATs? Is it some of those capitulating? It might be that. And we and I, probably not me, I'll say like broader crypto, like Twitter, could have been right all along. The black swan is those digital asset treasuries going bye-bye, right? That could be. It's not going to be strategy. Could it be Tom Lee's? Could be. It could be. All right, let's refresh. Let's look at the market. I saved this. I want to go in nice and fresh. Boy, brutal out there. Yeah, Bitcoin still at 69K. ETH trying still to hang on to 2K. It's not going to hang on for long, I don't think. But again, this is our lowest. This is the lowest we've seen Bitcoin since 2004. Crazy. Down almost 21% in the past week. ETH is down almost 30% in the past week. Wild. There's BNB at 676. Ripple 136. Solana, $89. Everything's down, what, 25+%. It's brutal. Where is Monero? Hyperliquid holding up very well. It's only down 5% on the week. Monero down 26% too, so 345. It's brutal. This kind of thing, I don't think reverses quickly either, you know? E-Rock, it depends how long you're here and what's your safety net, right? I stabled up. I was decently stabled up before. I was starting to deploy, over the past like month. I was starting to gamble a bit. And I stabled up more about a week ago. Those NFTs I bought, like Rec Guy and the Beeple and Project Eon, I still have those. I like them. Those are things I was comfortable riding to, nothing. That was the gamble. Like the upside's there, the downside's there, but not much. If the market holds up, market's not holding up, but I'm comfortable holding those still. I'm thinking, because I don't think we exit this quickly. Also, I still believe it's different, and I still think there's a chance that we see some stuff that's unexpected. I still, but I always live there. I'm always trying to find, what's different. The whole fucking market's a meme coin, dude. The whole thing is. Make no mistake, that's it. Bitcoin's a meme coin. It's a great one. It's the best meme coin, but it's a meme coin. All of it is. Yeah. Yeah. By the way, the bull lives in Ethoswarm. There is a bull mind. You can have your mind chat with the bull, right? Just tell him, hey, I think the bull's out there. Like, get alpha from him. He's there. Would love to give him a front end too, Let's peek at ETFs. Kind of curious what that'll look like. 544 million outflows yesterday on the Bitcoin ETFs. I'm still kind of stuck on the Matt Hogan thing that we're deep in the crypto winter starting January last year. It's an interesting take, Over on Solana, ETH, 79 million outflows, and then Solana, guessing we see outflows here too, right? And we do 6.7 million outflows. Yeah, we're about to get it feels like it, right? Feels like we're about to get a crazy discount. And then do we have that institutional money coming and buying and scooping that up? And I still believe this. I really believe it. As low as we get, we will not live there long. I think there's too many people who see this future for crypto and they want it as cheap as they can get it. And when they get it cheap, they're going to grab it. But man, I love this post. Although I think it's a LARP. Is this a LARP, dude? Is this guy real or is this like a full LARP? Richard Pitardio? Dude, it's so good. 35 years on trading desks in London, Hong Kong, and New York. Now a cryptocurrency markets analyst. I can't tell if this is a LARP, though. Either, I don't care. It's great. What's silver at? I could pull up prices, but Richard E. Pitardio not capitulating here. I love this. Chaps, after much soul searching, I've decided the time is right to make a decisive move regarding my future in cryptocurrency. Dude, I love crypto dash currency. I intend, as you young fellows are so fond of saying, to lock in. So good. What's up, Luna? GG's, man. It's over. I appreciate some founders and investors are moving away now that prices have gone a little limp. But as a man who survived Black Wednesday, the Asian financial crisis, and the dot-com implosion, I find it rather hard to be frightened by a screen going slightly the wrong color. A little wobble on the chart feels almost nostalgic. This is beautiful. This is poetry, man. This is beautiful. This is beautiful, Mr. Pitardio. So good. It's so good. I don't know. Look, we got development still in crypto. I mean, there's a lot of things we should be paying attention to. If you need it, ignore the charts right now. I think that's our best play. Ignore the charts. Look for opportunities, I guess. I think there will be opportunities. I still think, I've always thought this, it is so different now that even in a bear market, you can make money. Smaller amounts, maybe less opportunities, but they're going to be there. And I think you can come out in the bear market still ahead. In fact, a lot of my friends set themselves up their fortunes, at whatever level, but they set it up in a bear market and they made money in a bear market. It's actually a pretty normal thing, U.S. House lawmakers launching a probe into the World Liberty Financial platform regarding that UAE-linked acquisition of that $500 million, that 49% stake they got. 49% stake they got. Get some ordinals. I like that. I'm giga bullish on ordinals, and I always will be. Those specific ones, price right now, whatever. They look awful, I'm sure. We'll look at prices. But what this looks like in a few years, on the other side of this, if we get good times again, and I believe we do, I believe we get great times, then I think those will be some of the most sought after collectibles in the world. No, Luna, no, you didn't, bro. Did you really? I hope that's not. I hope you're fucking with me. I hope you're holding your swarm, dude. I hope you're not at 0, brother. I mean, fuck, dude. I'm hoping, even with what happened a few days ago in silver, I hope you make it all back in swarm. We're cooking. Hope we can do that, New Fed chair, we know. In May. We are getting rate cuts, man. We are. Is it going to be too late? Is it going to be enough? These are the things we don't know, but Trump is saying. He was asked, is there any doubt in your mind that interest rates are going to be lowered? And Trump said, not much. Nah. They're coming, man. Here, let me put on the screen here. They're coming. They're for sure coming. Again, will it matter enough? I hope. So we'll see. There's a lot going on chain too, man. Just the conversation on chain. L2s, L1s, Vitalik. You can sense he's got this new renewed focus on Ethereum and on selling ETH, it sounds like. But, he's talking a lot about L2s. He's not loving what he's seen with L2s. Thinks they haven't been that helpful. But he's not anti-L2, right? He saw a lot of the talk on the timeline about L2s, and he's not against them. But he's against lazy L2s. Right? Like the copy paste L2s, right? That's what he's not. That's what he's not digging. He's saying, dude, launch an L2. He doesn't want to see more L1s, but launch an L2. Do something that brings something new to the table, right? Like a privacy chain is a great example he gave, right? It's got to be something new. Vibe should match the substance. He wants to see useful stuff, not make an L2 for the sake of an L2, right? And that's a lot of what we've seen, man. That's pretty much all we've seen. Copy paste blockchains to capture some fees and attention in the end. It's crazy. But that Clarity Act might be coming. Yeah, he means the shitty L2s, right? Yeah. Yep. Clarity Act coming. All right. Clarity Act markup scheduled. I don't know if we have a date here, but again, got through the Senate Agriculture Committee. Still, let's see if the Dems are going to support whatever new. Let's see if we get their support. Again, none of them supported that markup from the Senate Agriculture Committee. None of them. Will they support this? The one from the Banking Committee, right? But progress. We'll say at the very least progress here. Man, Luna. Brutal. Sorry to hear. On virtuals, again, an interesting time to be paying attention. We have some kind of hot launches from recent. Rebit is down to 106. I had to double check if that's 186 mil. It's 106 mil. Interesting. But look, man, X402 guard. Cats. I'm really curious about this, okay? We have all these new launches. I don't know what these are here. Seems like a lot of bullshit. But X402 guard is one of those new 60-day launches, right? 3 mil market cap. This thing is cooking. People are making money in this. Okay, somebody asked me this question, and I don't have the answer, but I think I know. Okay, the 60-day launches, right? After 60 days, a project can decide to not stick with it. The LP and all the fees made from trading go back to the token holders. Cats, it doesn't go to just people who bought day one. I mean, this sounds obvious when I say it out loud now. It goes to anybody who's holding token, right? So if you bought, secondary, which all of it's secondary, if you bought the day before, day 59, and they end up killing the project day 60, you get a refund. It's just what percentage of the total, circulating supply do you have, right? That's how it's broken down. So yeah, I mean, you've got some protection when you're trading this thing. It's interesting, man. People won't remember X402's kinda. I mean, Moonship, I only don't agree. Well, I agree in a couple ways. Nobody's gonna like think of the standard, you know what I mean? They're not gonna think of like a protocol. And I always thought the X402 meta, like an X402 token, was a stupid way to frame it, right? It's just it's a protocol for people to make payments on. Right, not a full it's however much money is there, you get your percentage of that, but that money is not enough probably to make everybody whole. So yeah, it depends where you bought in. If you got in super early, you're probably going to be made whole. In fact, there's a chance you could be like make more. Like that's a great example, right? If you bought in at like 300K and they decide to not stick with the project, well, the percentage of tokens you own, you might get refunded back more than you put in. I think that's how it works, which makes that super interesting. So I like it. Not Virtual's not dead, not in the best spot either, but not dead, and also like tons of potential, like tons. I hope that cooks for you, man. I do. No, but X402 I think is here to stay. It's just it's not going to be something people talk about, right? Yep. Yeah, they've not done themselves any favor not having like direction, but a lot of people are guilty of that too, right? Hey, do you guys remember DX Terminal? This was like an NFT collection that came from Gremplin. He at least was involved in the art, right? But these were like agents that traded in a simulated environment, and the NFTs were cool, and it was on base, and people were farming them. I believe that. I believe that, man. So people were farming it, right? Well, this is actually going to be like live trading, which is badass. DX Terminal is going to be an agent trading platform, not simulated, by the way, like real trading, which is cool. Very cool. How many AI projects on virtuals are doing good? Yeah, not many, dude. And the ones that are doing good, price doesn't reflect anything, right? I mean, they're all meme coins. Even, if there's utility, it's not enough. Yeah, there's nothing that's really, really cooking here. There's nothing. Man, speaking of that, I haven't heard from Vader in forever. Yeah, I mean, here, let me sort by FDV. Look at this, man. These are your top tokens. On the whole virtuals platform, these are your top tokens. If I'm sorting this right, I think I am. Rabita's on top, 100, but Rabita did not launch on virtuals, I don't believe. I don't think this launched here. It's just they integrated it, right? I think that's the case. But there's AIXBT, again, also didn't launch on virtuals. And yeah. Yep. Repo, which was a monster, right? One of, if not like the top virtuals token now, 10 mil. 10 mil FDV. Mamo, Luna, Game, right? None of them have anything. None of them have anything going. None of them. Doesn't mean there's not opportunities to trade and make money. That's there often enough, but man, I think they missed out on some huge potential. They had times where they were brilliant and they capitalized on the attention, and then they let their foot off the gas. You could tell, you could feel it. You knew when they did. They let their foot out. They didn't even step on the gas once trying to get the community here, behind them. They didn't. They should have gone all in on Will. They should have gone all in on this show when we were pushing it. They could have. They should have. They could have really had something very special here, and they didn't. And also, I get why. I still understand that it's just maybe not them. That's fine. And by the way, do you think they care? Because I think every single person that works there has probably made a lot of money. And I always say, when you've made that money, you lose that hunger. And I think they lost that hunger a while back. And here and there, they get little bursts of trying to get it, recapture it, whatever. Not saying there's laziness. It's not that at all, right? But that hunger to find the thing that gets them to that next level, I don't think that's there anymore. And again, here and there, they try again, but it might be past. Yep. That's smart. It's smart, Moonship. I mean, we do it backwards here. We launch tokens, raise money first. We promise we'll deliver a product is how it goes. It's backwards. It's backwards, What was this take? Oh, this is from the guy who created Claudebot, right? And it is a problem we have here. It's also a good opportunity, but people wonder why I don't support crypto, right? Cryptocurrency investors lost money just because you changed your name. Screw you, you idiot. Sold it. This is a guy giving him shit because he changed the name of his product. No wonder people don't want to do crypto stuff. This is a non-crypto guy who doesn't want to touch crypto because of people like that. And I don't think that's ever going to go away. But we just got to understand why some of the best builders out there aren't going to touch this shit. It's because we scare them away. We're hurting ourselves. And I would say almost all of our problems are like self-inflicted, right? But he's right. Lobster from the base is pretty cool. It's a pretty cool name. But yeah, we are our own worst enemy here, and it sucks. What can you do? What can you do? Build something so real that, you know, if you can make the use case for crypto integral to your product and make your product better because it uses crypto, well, a whole different story then. But so far, nobody's cracked it, right? Nobody has. Nobody has. And will they eventually? I hope so. I believe so. I still believe there's something very magic about crypto that's independent of prices. I believe it can make products better, you know, faster in a way and more interoperable and more trustworthy. It's all of those things. But has somebody executed on that yet? Maybe in a big way? No, not at all. Why is Pandora in the top 10? Looking at NFTs real quick here. Pandora's in the top 10. Oh, because we got some wash trading or something? What is this? $415,000 Pandora NFT sale? Hang on, man. Hang on, man. Let's go check. What's up, TK? Pandora. What were they called over here? Pandora, was it 404? Pandora 404. I'm trying to remember the collection name. All right, let me see. I'm really curious. I mean, that's obviously a wash sale, but ooh, I think that was some kind of bundled transaction. That might not be a sale. Yeah, that's a different thing. That was a big bundled transaction that on chain would look like a sale, but it's multiple things happening here. So we got to blow that away. That is not. It doesn't look like it's an NFT sale. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's the case here. All right, yeah, I'll dig into that after. Not a sale. Not a sale. All right, how much well, okay, let me keep that in mind. I'm going to zap like 400K from volume. But how did we do yesterday? 10 million sales, you know, -4. Actually, that'd be today. It would come from today. Yesterday, 10 million sales though. Probably a lot of people dumping, just getting liquid, probably selling at a loss. Sellers were up, buyers were up, transactions up, average sale price up, everything up. Trade profits 2 mil in the negative here. So yikes. All right, but oh, don't do it, Luna. You've been here long enough to know how quickly you can make it back. You know this, dude. You know this. You only lose when you don't stay in the game. As long as you get back up to Batman, and we've all been there, dude. Just don't. Yeah, I get it. But take a break if you got to. My brother's got reset to 0 so many times, wallet hack, stuff like that. You know, like you make it back. You do. In fact, we're lucky that it's so easy to make back here. And you're good at this shit, dude. Especially somebody like you. If you're a skilled trader. So especially somebody like you makes that back. Okay, my timeline again, full of people talking about DeathStr. I love it, dude. I keep chatting with Henry. How like I'm a Star Wars fucking fanatic, and so is he. He's probably more than me, and I love it. Like I know He's a freaking he like reads the books. He's so into Star Wars, man. It's crazy. And I'm like, dude, how cool is it that you can bake Star Wars stuff now into your project, into the cyber Kongs? Now you get to use the memes, you get to use the lore, you get to use the terms, like fucking awesome. And I can tell it's got him feeling like electrified. Like he is in that like flow state right now. So people are breaking down this DeathStr project thing, strategy token, and I'll give you the TLDR on it. It's a strategy token, like all the other strategy tokens, you know. Those ones, they take the trading fees, they buy an NFT, they list it 20% higher, however much higher. And when it sells, that money goes back to buying token, burning token. In the case of DeathStr, it works a little opposite. Fees collected, yes. Fees go buy an NFT, yes. But then it lists the NFT 20% lower. Right? Lower. Oh, what's the virtual story, cats? Let's see. I didn't even see it. Hope it's a good one. Oh, is it this? Is it the infrastructure thing? Man, I wonder if I'm going to care. Let's see. Oh, the Butler launching tokens. Yeah, I saw that. Is it this, though? Like, is there actually something here? Dude, their articles are, their posts are too, like, long. All right. Can I just say, like, I care, but I kind of don't? I'm a little salty about these guys, how little they've supported. We help them a lot, dude, a fuck ton. Not just supporting on the show, right? Bringing some eyeballs and money to it, but like behind the scenes, a lot. Got nothing. Got nothing. I still like them. I respect them. I'll still keep supporting them, but. And I know a lot of teams feel the exact same way. Core contributor launched via Butler as a test. Yeah, dude. Well, I saw some of them tweeting about it, how their agent launched a meme coin, stuff like that. Launch meme coins with no tax. Interesting. Do they show up here? They launch them on virtuals? Or they just launch like through Banker? I don't even know. It's like, you know, it's that weird gray area. I'm sure like Disney or somebody could go get them. I'm sure they could. I'm guessing. But yeah, it's kind of Star Warsy. All right, let's see. Oh yeah, there it is. Oh, hang on, let's see if that's the right one. Or if that chart's going to look ugly. Okay, that's probably it. Oh, disgusting. Wow. Wow. Okay. So did somebody from the team like make some bank on this, right? Did somebody launch it and just dumped it on everybody? That'd be fucked up. And they can blame their agent? Could they blame are they saying like their agent did it? Yeah, man. That's if that's a team member who did it, that's gross, you know? And I wrestle with it a little too. I'm like, so what? Just don't we shouldn't buy it. And then it's like the whole conversation, do you have more responsibility to your community to not do that stuff, or should you be allowed to play too? I don't know. I don't know. All right, so back to DeathStr. Buys an NFT, lists it 20% lower. A bot's going to come buy it. Look, a human can try, but a bot's going to beat him to it. Bot's going to buy the NFT because it's 20% lower, and it's going to go accept an offer, like a WETH bid, over on like OpenSea or Magic Eden or wherever. So there's that arbitrage. Bots are going to make that money. Bots are going to make the money. But if that token, the DeathStr token, gets volume and it has money to work with, picture that happening over and over and over and over and over. That it keeps buying NFTs and listing them 20% lower and 20% lower and 20% lower. Keeps low. Dude, this can crush a project's floor. And that's the point of it. I saw Henry go villain mode. He doesn't care anymore. Because like all this has been propped up with a whole lot of kind of like fake narratives and bullshit. And right, we know this. I love it, by the way. I love collectibles. I've never loved the supplies of these collections. I don't think we have 10,000 people who really want any one collection at the price they're at. Any single collection, I don't think there's 10,000 people that want them at the prices they're at, let alone dozens of projects trying to hold those kind of floors. I think it's crazy. And so all the prices are way inflated. And in the bear market, I've always said this, in the bear market, we never found their bottom. They never got to complete price discovery. We continued it in the bull market. But now we can fast track it here, man. Now we fast track it. Because if this token gets some action here, gets volume and gets fees, it's going to target. I think there's 5 projects it can target. And the community votes, by the way. When you buy DeathStr, you're doing 2 things. You're hoping other people are buying and price goes up and you sell and make money. That's one way. But the other thing is you're buying it because it lets you vote on what project's getting targeted. To start, Moonbirds, Azuki, trying to remember the other projects, Doodles, and I can't remember the other 2 projects. There's 5 projects total that the community can vote on. And it's not the Kongz community, it's any DeathStr holder. They vote on them. Now the Kongz are picking one project to start. They're going to pick who it's targeting. And that project, again, is going to see their floor price. We'll see how much it comes down, but they're going to see it probably come down at least one NFT, and it's probably going to be more like 10 or 20 or whatever. NFTs are going to get bought, listed 20% lower. It gives collectors, traders, whatever, an opportunity to buy cheaper. It's a race to the bottom, though. People hate it, and people love it. It's supposed to make people think, feel, whatever. And again, people don't like it. Punks are immune. They're not going to set it on punks. They're not going to set it on GVC, I believe, although I think that's like in a gray area. It could. But here's Roto talking shit, not liking it, thinking it's a bullshit thing to do. Again, just doesn't like it. When I said before, there's people I like and respect a lot who do like it, I'm talking about a guy like Quit. Universally, like this guy, respected, loved, because he's great and he's thoughtful and he's smart and he's a phenomenal dev. And he said he's forever a fan of on-chain experimentation. I am too. Kongz announced DeathStr. Protocol takes a different approach to strategy flywheels. Yep. Again, I already went through how it works. It's a perpetual paper hand machine. I love it. Kongz are taking the opposite stance to token works. What DeathStr should do well is bring in community members, not from one community, but from many. Because again, if you're worried that your project's getting targeted, you buy DeathStr to vote for a different project, to take the attention off your project. So if you're going to target Doodles or target Azuki, maybe the Azuki and Doodles project or community, I should say, feels like they need to buy DeathStr to protect their NFT floor. Diabolical shit, dude. It really is. It really is. It's awful. It's awful. It is. And I can't wait. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it. I love it. I love experimenting. Quit saying he's a fan. He said it's a game. It's an experiment. He said they're mad geniuses since the start. They have been. They've always been at the edge of these conversations in the tech. Always. Community makes or breaks the thing. Yep. Calls them OGs. Yep. He's right. Quit's right. I don't even think he's a holder. He's right. It's a game. I don't think there is a fail. I don't think there's any expectations that it's going to be something big. It's a game, right? We'll see if it works. Well, right. If nobody wants to play the game, so be it. The game fizzles out. But if they do want to play it, there's more places it can go. It can be built out even more. I'm like, dude, I hope a whole other side looks for a flaw in this thing and treats it like the DeathStr and looks for the exhaust port, something they can like, some weakness in it so they can break the thing. I love that. I hope somebody else builds their own DeathStr and points it at the Kongz collections. I love it. You're going to test what collections have real collectors that you list the thing lower. Well, somebody's going to buy it because they wanted it so bad. Or There's none listed. You can't do anything about it anyways because you really found real collectors for the thing, not some fake floor, you know? I love it. I think it's a blast. That's it. I'm here to test and see what works and what doesn't and call out the bullshit. And this is going to call out the bullshit of artificial, prices. I love this guy. I forget his name. I think he does stuff with the Nifty guys, right? I think he's on their morning show. Cool idea. Just thinks it's a cool idea. And he's saying he doesn't think many people are going to get to acquire those at that 20% discount. No, they're not. Like, definitely bots are going to scoop up those. But again, if you get a bunch of them and they keep listing on the floor and bringing prices down, bids down, whatever, people are going to have to list lower and lower and lower and lower. So it's a wild experiment. It really is. And it could be a big old nothing burger. But a lot of the strategy tokens are too, right? Their flywheel works by listing 20% higher. I mean, look, if the NFT floor price never gets there, it's never going to reach that point and rebuy them. So essentially, like, those NFTs are locked forever. So it's like those don't work either. For a few they do, but they might not work. All right, just a couple other headlines coming from Tyler here. Fear Greed, good Lord. At 11, lowest since November 2025. CME evaluating launching its own CME token, neat. Fidelity launched its stablecoin on ETH. It's live. FID. Rainbow Wallet's token airdrop live today. Love it. Scott Bessent saying that we're not buying Bitcoin, but that we're not selling what we got, that our $5 billion that we had seized is now worth, actually, I think it was 500 mil that we had seized is now worth 15 billion and less by the minute. But no plans to bail out Bitcoin or issue a CBDC. Other than that, pretty quiet past 24 hours here. MetaMask integrated onto finance, so tokenized stocks, ETFs, right in the wallet. I like it. What else we got? That's mostly it. Nevada sued Coinbase over its newly launched prediction market. Interesting stuff. All right. I don't know where we're going and when we're going and all that. Don't know. Just kind of buckle up. Just hold on. Again, probably don't look at charts. Probably gets a lot worse. Be great to see us pop back over 70. Look, if Bitcoin gets back to 75, 78, hey, if it touches 80, are you liquidating everything? Right? Next pump, are you looking to get out of everything and be completely stabled up? Or does part of you think if we get any kind of bounce that maybe it's like it's different and there's a chance where we have broken the 4-year cycle? Where are you guys at with that now? I imagine most people are going to be looking to like get out entirely, get out with what you can when you can. I feel like that's where we're at. But man, we'll see. We'll see. I'm just excited to, like with the DeathStr experiment, I'm excited to see how it plays out, and I'm excited to see how the market plays out. I just want to see conviction, and I want to see what's real here or not. All right. Here's another take on DeathStr. Been a while since I've seen something funny in NFTs. It'll aim at an NFT collection, sweep the floor, undercut by 20% each listing. Yeah. All the stuff we know. This will make bots withdraw bids, which is also interesting. If it makes them withdraw bids and then the DeathStr can't sell those NFTs at that 20% lower, then what happens? I don't know. I wonder. I got to think through that. If people withdraw their bids on like OpenSea because they know they're just going to get lower and lower and lower, what happens? Then we test. Well, you know what it's going to do is really nuke their floors. It's really going to nuke the floors. Because if they just keep listing lower and there's no bids, then you've got 20 NFTs that just keep getting listed lower and lower and lower. So then it's real collectors. You start finding out when it's reached the price they actually want it at, and I have a feeling it's way lower than people think. If you have an exactly Moonship, nobody. So you could see a collection like Azuki, and I don't know what their floor is. Let's say it's like 1 ETH, and I don't think it is. If you see Azuki at 1 ETH, and this thing has got 20 of them listed, and it's got them listed all the way down to 0.4, and there's still nobody buying. Imagine the shock on the timeline if they can't even sell it like 0.4. That's, to me, where the experiment is and where the magic is. It's if the bids are all pulled and now you're relying on real people buying these things, what happens then? This is going to fast track this stuff to zero, and I think it's awesome. I think it's awesome. I think we'll see some experimentation. Again, other people building versions of this to target the Kongz. Better believe that's going to happen. Kongz are going to get some pushback. It's literally the Empire versus the Rebels. That's going to happen here. I can't wait. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. Cats, here because I love the tech. Have fun learning and experimenting. I'll never sell anything because I have no need or expectations of making money. Beautiful, dude. It's a good spot to be in. And it's like, you know what? It's just like a byproduct of being here. Often in periods, you make money from being here. That's the good shit. Yep, inverted, dude. Yeah. People that are mad about it's like you're mad about something that's fake. It's already it's happening. We still keep artificially keeping this stuff pumped up. Let's cut that shit out. Fast track to zero, or don't even look at it like that. Fast track to finding the real fair price of your NFT, where you're going to find real value. Look, I got to see if this is actually still live. A long time ago, we took it down. In 2022, we launched a marketplace called Dropping Now, and it would take NFTs and it would list them in a reverse Dutch auction. It would just, the price would lower every second. And we didn't give it proper promotion. We didn't push it. It's why it's important that I'm doing like a little different on my show. I'm not putting the same prep in because I need to tweet. We need to market this stuff the right way. We didn't back then. Similar thing. It's like, let's go find the real price of that collection. So let's keep listing NFTs and they just keep getting cheaper. Let's see where people want to actually buy, you know? I love this. I really love this. I'm really excited that the Kongz are doing this. All right, that's going to kill my browser. Let me get off that real quick. It's fucking awesome. So we shall see. All right. That's it for today. Again, I keep thinking I'm going to go short, and I'm not. We got our hour in. Go to amind.ai and launch your mind today. Just a reminder, Animoca partnering with us at CryptoSlam and Ethoswarm, launching Animoca Minds. Just such cool shit. So launch yours, free to use. Back end, it's Swarm. When people purchase Cognition, it's Swarm. But they'll pay in their credit card, which is just awesome. Again, Yat's tweeting about it. Consensus coming up in Hong Kong next week, and Yat's doing a panel. Yat's doing a speech talking about agentic AI. Man. Wild stuff. Hit the like on the show. Subscribe CryptoSlam on YouTube. Follow us at CryptoSlam.io on X. And follow us at Ethoswarm on X as well. Have a great day, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Same time, same place. Goodbye.